Okay.
Okay, so welcome
Okay.
everyone to attend our speed dating of knowledge today. And today we have Dr. Yao to be our guest speaker. And first of all, I would like to invite um, our executive director, Herling Chen, to give us some speech, short speech.
Okay, thank you very much for Wendy's short opening. So today is the fifth time of our speed dating with knowledge. So this kind of session is supposed to be short and but supposed to give us a platform to interact with sisters of BBW around the world. So today we are very happy to have Myanmar to be our speakers. And Myanmar have been to Taiwan many years ago. And then many of our Taiwan BPW sister went to the Philippines as well for a very nice visit. But since the COVID, we haven't got any chance to interact with each other more. So we are very happy that today we have this opportunity. And then we very much look forward to Myanmar's very attractive title, Struggle of Women to Success. So we very much look forward to your speech. Thank you very much, Myanmar, for being our speaker for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Arlene. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give a short, brief introduction of Dr. Yao. So, Dr. Yao is our guest speaker today, and is the mother of three children and CEO of multiple companies. And she received a lot of awards since she established a lot of NGO organizations, and she is an advocate of women's empowerment in Philippines. Um, so this today's speech, going to tell us her experience from how she reached success, like each step or each stage, how she managed it to the final success that she reached right now. So let's welcome Dr. Yao to give us the wonderful speech today.
You. Thank you,
Yay.
Arlene and Caroline and Chen Ku. Did I see you a while ago? I think I didn't see your face. But anyway, I would like to start my speech and thank you for inviting me to this forum. It's really an honor to share with you my experience. I hope that my story will inspire you and your members to cultivate an abundant mindset and pursue your own path to success. Here's a quick look at the comparison between the scarcity mentality and the abundance mentality as described by Stephen Covey in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and talked about by many other authors. So as you can see in the screen, there's the scarcity worldview is the fear, anxiety, negative outcomes, poor choices. And on the other side, the abundance worldview is the gratitude, peace of mind, wise choices, positive outcomes, and everything is important and getting better as a result of capabilities, making things faster, easier, and cheaper. It was in 1971 when I joined my family's commodity trading business. The selling of copra, which is the coconut oil from the southern part of the Philippines, is our family's business, and the trade was run almost entirely by men. In fact, I'm the only woman in that industry, and that's because they did not see me as a threat to their business. I was considered an innocent, harmless protege of these more successful traders. And they taught me the ABCs of commodity trading, which was my initial entry in the business world. So at the age of 20, I was privileged to learn as much as I can from these successful businessmen, including their trade secrets. I work hard to apply what I learned in order to have high batting average in commodity trading, and at the same time, I was able to put our company in the top 300 corporations in the country at that time. So between age 20 to 22, I was able to bring our company to the top 300. And this is learning by observation in my, which is the reason of my early success. Now, this brings us to what I call the ABC of abundance. The ABC of abundance is actually A is to adapt. And for us, the definition is adjust to new conditions and for environments, improve or modify for a new purpose to make suitable to requirements. To have an abundance mindset, you must be willing to adapt to the changing times. If you are an entrepreneur, keep learning more about the business you are in. Learn about computers and online trading and see if you can expand into it or learn about the latest, which is mobile technology on the go. Take advantage of the latest technologies that banks and other companies are using. So right now, we are really going to the digitalization, even in our NGOs. During COVID time, from 2016, from 2020 to 2022, we had a lockdown. So I had to decide on how I can still be productive. I decided to go online, and I was able to sell 7 million of vaccine and 1.5 million of fruits in 2 months. I also took up painting, and these are some of the paintings that I did. And most importantly, I enrolled in the La Salle University, the top 2 private university in the Philippines, for my doctorate degree and graduated with the highest distinction award, which is equivalent to summa cum laude. And I got another award for my dissertation, so I had 2 gold medals during my graduation. This is how I adapt during the COVID time and how our online business grew in toys since the children are at home and have time to play even with their parents and their siblings. This is our struggle during COVID, yet was able to transform into advancing myself. With the wealth of knowledge and information around us, especially on the internet, this should be easy to do, but as the saying goes, it's easier said than done. Number one, we should embrace learning. Don't be afraid to learn, and we learn. Don't hesitate to learn new skills or reduce education. If faced with challenges, seek solutions and try different. After my college education, I studied master's in business administration. Despite being pregnant and running a business and trying to be a good wife as a newly married woman, at the age of 19, that is the year that I got married, and there is no stop to it. Number two, is to learn purposefully. Learn something new on purpose. Number 3, you document your learning. Create learning time capsules by noting important lessons daily. This practice helps retain valuable insights for future reference. So my version is learn from yesterday, live for today, work for tomorrow. And so when you create learning time capsules, it is very important that I wrote this book. This book can be seen in www.bit.ly about the gift of a dream, where I was able to write the book for the Great Women Project during the time when I was the chairperson or the minister for the Philippine Committee of Women. And we can remember this, and I've given this to some of my friends. When you came to the Philippines, I think I also gave you a copy, most of you. So, B is for build. The abundance mindset seeks to build and not tear down others. Unfortunately, there are some people who become rich and famous only because they tore down others. This kind of thinking is from a scarcity mindset and will only cause heartache in the end. When I started my business as a micro entrepreneur, I had no capital. I used the good name of my father's company and reputation. I was able to get credit from the company that I deal with to distribute their products. I drove a four-wheeler van when it's necessary, and my driver did not report, so I do it myself. I built my reputation with my suppliers and my customers. I was able to establish trust that guide me to expand my small business. What can you build with an abundance mindset? Again, let's narrow it down to 3 key ideas. Number 1, build a good name. And this is a very basic foundation. And of course, there's a proverb that a good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. By the way, do you know the meaning of your own name? Maybe you should research on that. For example, when I learned that my name Mirna means beloved, I believe that God gave me the capacity to accept his love and share it with others, to let them know that they are also beloved by God. I resolved to become blessed to be a blessing. How about you? What is your personal name worth? Start building a good name, not just for yourself, but also for your children and grandchildren. The legacy of a good name will be something they will truly cherish, and hopefully they will do their best not to ruin it. What can you do every day to build a good name? Establish trust. In addition to building a good name, the abundance mindset seeks to establish trust. There are many ways to achieve this, but here are the 4 ways to help you get started. Number 1 is honor your promises. 2 is to be honest and tell the truth at all times. 3 is do your best to be consistent. And 4, have faith in others too. Especially if you are asking for a trust, you must also learn to give trust. So the next one is we have to strengthen relationships. The abundance mindset puts more importance in relationships over material things, especially these are the 3 relationships that is very important to each and every one of us. Number one is our Creator, which is God. Number two is our family. We try to involve our children by teaching them about your business or work and explain that it's what you do in order for them to have a good life. You'd be surprised how much your family will appreciate you more when you open that aspect of your life to them. I know this because I am blessed to be working with my grown-up daughters in our company. And with your team, with your team or co-workers, wait, with your team and to achieve the abundance mindset, strengthen relationship with the people you work with. This is what Stephen Covey said about the abundance mindset. It results in sharing of prestige, of recognition, your profit, and decision making. If you are the owner or the boss of your business, finding competent and talented people and retaining them can sometimes be difficult. This is why it pays to treat your employees or co-workers with respect and kindness. When employees are treated well, they feel a sense of ownership of your brand or company. They will treat your customers better, and this will create a ripple effect of goodwill and good business. Employees are one of the company's most valuable assets. At Rich Prime Group of companies, I have been blessed to have dedicated employees, some of who have been with me for the past 40 years. They are one of the keys to our company's success. Last is the letter C. C is for calculate. The abundance mindset loves to calculate and anticipate good things. This is very different from the scarcity mindset that operates on being anxious and afraid to lack something. While I was expanding my business, I need to calculate the path to grow from micro, small, medium to a large corporation is tough. I need to have good people that I train because I cannot do it all. And one of the most difficult time is growing your business. In growing your business is how to keep good and loyal people. This I learned through time, about 3 to 5 years. Now I employ 1,700 people and I have a company in Thailand, which I had about 500 people. And my employees who are with us for more than 30 to 40 years are now in the managerial positions. I also equip them with knowledge in computer and managerial skills and continue developing them as our company grew to a large corporation. As an entrepreneur, you have to calculate the risk. In every decision you make. These are always the problem in growing company. However, I'm also open in making mistakes, even for my managers, because that is where you learn. There is no manager that are perfect, so you develop and strengthen the capability of yourself and your people. Prayer for me is important to get the guidance and courage to address all problems. So what does the abundance mindset calculate means? Number one, I think I pass it. It will be number one is to count your blessings, for they are many. When you count blessings instead of your complaints, you train your mind to notice the abundance of possibilities and opportunities out there. Anticipate more blessings as you share, and calculate your means and live within them. Finally, there is a powerful freedom in simplicity. The abundance mindset enables you to live a simple life because you learn how to be happy where you are with everything you have. So to have an abundance mindset enables you to rethink your life and actually help you find the abundance you are searching for. So to recap, the ABC of abundance is A is for adapt, keep learning and adapting to new technologies, document the lessons you've learned. B is for build, to build a good name, establish trust, and strengthen your relationships. And C is for calculate, count your blessings, and share them. Live simply and be free to live abundantly. The abundance mindset is actually the other thing that you will need in your life and business is how to sustain a happy family, especially with a husband who is insecure as you go. Because we women, sometimes we become so active that our partner or our husband uh, start to have insecurity. And I was able to tackle myself as a good mother that enable my daughters to help run the business and marry good and successful husbands. I believe that success can only be fulfilled if you are able to build a succession in your company or build a good children who can be successful. I prepared my daughters to where they are now, and I'm even preparing my 7 grandchildren to succeed in whatever career they chose. But for my husband, actually for my husband, the insecurity made me suffer in everything that I do. Yet I know that I have to be strong because about 2,000 people depend on me. And with God's help, after 40 years of marriage, I to really separate from him, and I had a 50-50% share just to be able to get away from him, even though I was the one who worked so hard for the company. But after my separation, now it's about 24 years of separation, I was doubly happy and accomplished because I was able to grow 3 times than before. Now I have 5 companies that deals, we distribute also the BYD EV car. We have baby product like Joy, Kiko, and also Nuna, and for the baby products. And also in the toys, we have about 65 brands that we carry from Mattel Toys to the Spin Master, the biggest toy company in Canada, and the biggest toy company is also in Australia. So we are actually very, very successful in our business, and we also carry shoes, different shoe line. But the struggle in business really come in, and you can crack down if you don't take God with you. Because especially when your problem is your family, that is very, very painful because the separation become a hard experience for any woman. So I would say that right now, I'm also appointed by the President of the Philippines as a commissioner in the Philippine Commission of Women representing business and industry. And it is so important that the reason why I always share my experience that I want to also help other women uh, to also be successful, and maybe they can learn from my experience. And so that is my presentation, and I thank you so much for inviting me again, and I hope that I was able to inspire a lot of our viewers. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Wendy, you didn't unmute yourself.
Hello?
Wendy.
Dr. L, thank you for your wonderful speech today. And after listening to your speech, I think it's you have been through a really hard time of your heart flow. Yeah, and it is very precious for me to learn about the ABC theory. Yeah, I have never heard that before, and I think that is really helpful. And another thing is that through the COVID pandemic, like many people think it is a dead end or is a end of the day. But in your case, I see that you see it as a turning point. You start to create your online business and explore yourself, invest yourself, and at the same time, you build a good family relationship with your children. You fully turn this bad luck, what we say, into your good luck. Yeah, that is, I very appreciated that you can think in positive side and to be optimistic. That is really hard for people nowadays. Yeah. And does anyone have any questions to Dr. Yao?
Yeah, before anyone have any questions, I want to say something. So me and I, every time I see you, you have many new accomplishments adding on. Congratulations on your degrees, your PhD degree. I actually went to the La Salle University in the past, a couple years ago, when I visited the Philippines, and then it's a very good university. Which degree are you getting? Are you getting a PhD in business or
Actually, it's in philosophy.
in philosophy? Oh, great.
So that I can, think and analyze more as I
Oh,
go.
wow. That's very good. And then I also see you have a lot of painting. That's very good. Yeah.
I did about more than 50 paintings
50
during
paintings. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. So you enjoy your life, and then I assume that painting or getting a degree also it's helping you to become a happier and more fulfilling persons. That's very wonderful.
And now, actually, my husband died last October 5.
Oh,
Kidding
yes.
aside, I'm free to have a boyfriend.
Ah, okay. That's good. Yeah. I see that we have more join us. We have Irene, Caroline, Alicia, Cindy is also here. And then Shouzen, yeah, our president. Anyone want to have a questions? Ask a questions?
OK，我可以讲一下吗？真的非常就多谢你耶，因为我今日听了一个最重要的代志，就是对人爱要真诚，就是要诚实的这件事情。我觉得在
Hello?
你是我的榜样，榜样。要你要跟他讲英文，榜样就是说典范的意
Model.
思啊。
You are our role model.
Okay.
Model of a businesswoman since you
嗯
deliver trust and let people trust you. That is really important in doing business.
嗯，
It's
因为
amazing that people work with you for 40 years.
Yeah, that is amazing. How
因为我去过他的菲律宾的公司，他是一个非常成功的 business
我
的
也去过，
woman。对
Yeah,
对
yeah.
对，真的太棒了，哎呀，真的谢谢你，谢谢。
去过你的公司呢？
去过你的公司，咱伫巴哈恁的时阵，咱嘛有拄着啊，贺玲，你记得吗？哎，对对，哎，
And I'm
多
very
谢
proud
你。
Dosha, very proud of Taiwan because you're so active, you know. And Nerlin is now the head for the the Asia Pacific, right?
Yes, Asia Pacific. I will become busy after the World Conference. Yeah,
Mhm.
yes.
And I
But
don't know
it's very
if
nice.
and you know, I don't know if Dr. Narudi will, will
Yeah,
be able to run. That will be decided during the conference, and I hope that we
right,
can support her.
right. So we don't know yet. We haven't received anything. Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have
So
any more questions?
you do this every month, once a month, or how do you
Yes,
do
we
this?
do this every month. Yes. Yeah. Next month, we will have from Japan. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And then last month is with who?
with
We
Singapore?
Hmm?
Singapore speaker.
Okay. Yeah, last month we have Singapore, and then the month before we have our European regional coordinator join us as well. Anu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dr. Narudi was our first speaker.
Oh,
Dr. Narudi. Yes, she was our first speaker in our first session. Yes.
I saw her in Thailand, I think 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Okay, yeah, Dr. Narudi visited Taiwan in May. Yeah, he was in Taiwan in May. Yes.
Mhm. So, so I think we're done. There are no more questions.
Oh, I
So
have
I can,
actually 2 questions. Do you mind?
okay, okay,
Can I have a question?
of course.
Yes,
Sure.
Dr. Yang, I'm so inspired by your story because for the young woman, I think you are very positive and I think you must have meet lots of difficulties during when you start up your business. So could you say let us know more about what's the most difficulties during your start up your business? And the second one, because I heard from you can painting, you have a so big business, and you must have very good very smart to control your time. So how do you manage your time? And you can any tips for our young ladies because our young ladies when they turn to 30s they might have struggling for the family and the career. How can they choose and what's the main the core values when you choose the some things? Yeah.
I think in my experience, the reason that's a very good question because juggling with your family, your even friends, and husbands and your in-laws, there are lots of things that a woman is responsible with. And especially when you're growing the business, it is very challenging. I was able to really tackle it by being very organized. I really tried to put things ahead, like with my maids. What are they supposed to do, in this week? Which place should be cleaned and everything. So everything is organized and you delegate it to them so that you can do other things. Also with my manager and with my children, I always tell them because they are achievers. They graduated, summa cum laude, valedictorian, salutatorian, and I'm not tutoring them, but they try to study by themselves. So this is a very challenging task. And I always tell them that your mommy work so hard. And the only thing that I ask from you is for you to study hard and bring me a recognition or medals that I can be very proud of you. But I don't push. This is one thing that I really don't do. I really try to let all the people around me do what they can, but I never push them. It has to be natural. If they are if they love to sing, let them sing. Because when they love what they're doing, they become more passionate and they become successful. But if you control them, it will be a detrimental scarcity mindset. I never control people. I let them grow. I develop them. And everything goes back to me because everything become easy for me because they're happy. Whatever they do, my daughters, everybody, even my husband at that time. It's just that the other challenge that I got is that when I start to grow and start working in the government and becoming, an awardee in so many awards, my husband start to become, jealous or insecure. And that is one challenge that is very difficult in my life.
Yeah, so I think you are truly leaders when you were very young. Very good. Thank you for your answer. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
yeah, I really appreciate time management is a really, really difficult things. And I think it is a key point to achieve, is a key factor for a person to achieve their success. Yeah, but I have two more questions. So like, what is your moment that makes you start to re-explore yourself? Like you start to look at your heart and to think of abundance. Well, what is that? Abundance mentality or scarcity mentality. What makes you start to think of this and re-explore of this? Because I see like in Taiwan, people from age 30 to 40, they are scared and they are confused because they don't know what to do next during the economy downturn, and the world is political instability. So what is your opportunity to make you rethink of this?
You always have to be optimistic.
Yeah.
You always believe that, let's say, during the recession, there's always a millionaire or a billionaire that prosper. It's not always all down. So if you think of yourself and you put yourself into that um, uh, small community who are optimistic, then you have the advantage because everybody thinks so bad. Everybody is so pessimistic. But since you are optimistic, you have more advantage in everything that you do. I remember when we had this revolution in 1986 with Marcos and Cory Aquino, all the businessmen are leaving the country. And I told myself, I'm not leaving the country. This is the time where I can buy more property and then I can have more display in the stores because people are not putting their stocks, but I'm so aggressive that I put more stocks. So I was able to sell more and take that advantage of becoming richer because no one is here in the Philippines. Everybody are leaving. And since I have Goodyear tires, I was distributing Goodyear tires. I use the Goodyear tires. I stock up because the prices keeps on going up, right? So I stock up the Goodyear, and then I use that as when the prices go up, I was able to sell and make a profit. And the other thing that I did that made me the #1 in Goodyear in 2 years' time, and I was the only woman also, is that I will check, okay, I will check, let's say, what will not be produced next month. Then I will stock up this month. So in the next month, when the products are not there, I'm the only one who have the product. Then I can sell a lot. So, I use my commodity trading tactics. I use a lot of creativity in business, in everything that I do. You have to be creative. I always teach my grandchildren not to only see and believe of what they see. They have to go beyond. They have to go deeper to think and become creative. So those are the things that I can share.
Well, that is really, you're really brave. I'm going to look at Goodyear stock from tomorrow. And okay, so my second question is like, how would you describe yourself after you're reborn?
What did you say again?
How would you describe yourself after you're reborn?
Oh, after now, how I describe
Yeah.
myself.
How do you describe your before and now?
Oh,
Reborn.
before,
Yeah.
before I was really a very ugly little child, a very ugly girl. I was a tomboy. I wear boys' clothes. I'm not fashionable. And now I'm in my advertise. I was able to make a progress and grow fast because my decision in thinking and looking at the design and everything is doing very well. So that is before I didn't know that I am a fashionable person. Now I believe that I'm more fashionable, and the important thing is that you have to take care of your health, because right now I'm 73 years old.
Oh,
I'm proud of, but when I go out, I have to look good,
I look
right? So,
like 50 something only.
but I think 30 years old.
Yeah. Always 25.
Yes.
But
And
I see your picture when you are young. You're also very beautiful.
yeah,
Show a picture 1970s with your
My father want to have a boy. I'm always wearing a boy clothes. And true to it, the second child is a boy after me.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Can I have one more question?
Yeah, sure.
Because I think Dr. Yao, when you start your business is only one woman. So how do you fight with those men? Any tips or what's difficulties when you do the business?
Well, especially in Mattel those days, Mattel, Barbie, Hot Wheels are all, the top people management are all men. I'm the only woman there, even in tires, even in commodity, even in
Yeah.
Mattel. Those early days, they're all men. But
Mm.
you had to dance with the music. You know, they know it all, and I let them feel like they know it all, but they didn't know that I'm getting all the opportunity to learn from them. And so
Mm.
learning from them slowly, we all became friends. I drink with them. That's why I prefer brandy, scotch, because I drink with them, although I'm the only girl. And it I become accepted. I was accepted by them. And then I show them a lot of ideas that they never had, which make them amazed and admire me and want to talk to me, because I'm able to share things that are important to them also. Sharing something that they don't know, for them is a big thing.
Oh, thank you. So also related to your ABC abundance rule. Very good. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you have built the brotherhood with them.
And everything, I thank God for it, because without God's guidance, I don't think I can uh, reach those things. And the most important thing I teach everyone is humility. You have to love the people around you. You have to care for them, and you have to be humble. And all the karma will come back to you.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So last question for me is what advice would you give to those who are planning to start a business in this economy downturn?
Okay, you have to think, number one, you have to think what you like, and you have to think your strength, where you are strong. And from there, whether it's food or it's products, whatever you do, you have to do a lot of research, because right now the competition is there, but the advantage is that you can Google, you can look at the information. Unlike before, we don't have this information. I have to do my charting, I have to do my computation, I have to do all these things. Now everything is there in the computer, so it's important that you have to be different. That's the only thing. If you see a clothes there, you have to be creative, to think how to become um, better than them and make a difference. And so you will succeed if you really make a difference. In everything that I do, I don't want to be just the same with other people. I try to make it better. I try to be different. And that is the success that, that gave me because of that thinking.
So like we have to find our unique that
Yes.
differ with others in order to be the one that can see by many people. Okay.
See
So
that Myanmar has a party to catch up. You have a gala dinner.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the hotel.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
are waiting for you. Thank you
yeah.
very much for this short talk, and then we asked you many questions. I'm sure there are more questions, but given the time constraint, yeah.
Yeah, because I commit, so I have to do it. And my
Yeah.
invitation came later, but I said, since I commit, I really have to be here.
Thank you very much for taking your time, and then we will let you to go to your party.
oh,
Okay.
Yes,
shall we take
thank
a screenshot together?
Please, you go quickly. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
please. Okay.
thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
and bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye. See you in St. Kitts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see you in kids. Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
下次见哦，谢谢大家，谢谢，
Yeah,
拜拜，
Okay.
yeah.
Bye. Bye
拜拜，
bye.
拜拜。
Bye bye, Jen.
Bye bye.
Let's look at my glasses.